All right, welcome back. This is it, our final look at that incredible AI transformation report from Virtualization Options LLC. Over the last 9 parts, we've really gotten into the weeds, explored all the different paths. Today, we're going to zoom out and see the whole map, see how everything connects.
And hey, right off the bat, congratulations. Seriously, if you've been with us for this whole 10-part journey, you have put in the time. It has been a wild ride, and today is all about tying it all together. So just to frame it up, think of this as our capstone review. We're taking that 30,000-foot view to really understand how this whole puzzle fits together. And it's worth remembering, as deep as we've gone, what we've talked about is just scratching the surface of the full report. You know, as we found out way back in chapters 1 and 2, this entire massive topic really boils down to one single fundamental choice. It's a fork in the road that an organization takes right at the start of its AI journey. And that choice, well, it changes everything.
Okay, let's just soak this in for a second, because this slide is the whole ballgame. It sums up the 2 warring philosophies perfectly. In one corner, you've got the shareholder value focus. It sees AI as a machine for cutting costs and boosting efficiency. It's all about short-term wins. And in the other corner, you have the customer value approach, which sees AI as a tool to empower people to build real lasting relationships. This is the central conflict of the whole story.
Now that big philosophical choice, it's not just some nice-sounding mission statement. No way. As we saw in chapters 3 all the way through 6, it creates this huge ripple effect that completely shapes how a company spends its money, what it rewards its leaders for, and how it treats its people.
And check this out, this is so telling. We saw this in chapter 3. Just follow the money. Shareholder-focused companies pour a massive 75% of their AI budget into the tech itself. But the customer-focused ones? They only spend about 45% on tech because they're pouring the rest into their people and their processes.
And this right here, this explains why the money flows that way. It's all about incentives, which we dug into in Chapter 4. For shareholder-focused execs, 70% of their bonus is tied to financial numbers. But flip that over to the customer-focused side, and suddenly 60% is tied to how happy your customers and employees are. It really is true, you get what you pay for.
And that difference in what you value, well, it hits the employee experience hard. This was a key part of Chapter 5. In a shareholder-focused company, the average they invest in training per employee per year is just $800. I mean, that'll barely get you a software license these days. But then look at the other side of the coin. Wow. Customer-focused companies are investing 4 times that, $3,200 per person. They're not just checking a box, they're building a workforce that can actually work with AI to create something better.
And that huge gap in investment, it leads to some pretty brutal outcomes for job security, which was the big topic of Chapter 6. The shareholder path, seeing people as a cost to be cut, led to an 18% workforce reduction over 3 years. That's almost 1 in 5 jobs.
Meanwhile, the customer-focused approach, which is all about retraining and redeploying your talent, saw only a 3% reduction. This isn't just a statistic. It's a fundamentally different belief about what people are worth in this new age of AI.
So let's keep building this out. All those internal choices, where the money goes, who gets bonuses, who gets trained, they don't stay inside the company walls. They inevitably spill out and create wildly different results for customers and, yes, for the bottom line. And that was the focus of Chapter 7, 8, and 9. The effect on customers, which we went through in Chapter 7, it's night and day. The companies that focus on customer value get a world-class Net Promoter Score of 67. They're creating an army of fans. The efficiency-first companies, they land at 23, which means they're actually creating more critics than fans. And this timeline from Chapter 8 tells the financial side of the story perfectly. The shareholder approach gives you that quick sugar rush, right? Margins spike early on, but it's a short-term high. The customer-focused strategy, yeah, it takes a little more upfront investment, but it builds this powerful, sustainable advantage that, in the long run, blows the other model out of the water. And we saw this isn't just theory, right? We saw it in those incredible real-world case studies from Chapter 9. The bank that chased efficiency got higher margins, sure, but their actual profits went down, and they bled customers and talent. Meanwhile, the healthcare system that focused on using AI to help its people serve patients better, they built this incredible, thriving, and way more profitable organization. So, after seeing all this evidence, what's a leader supposed to do with all this? Well, the great thing about the final chapter of the report is that it didn't just point out the problems, it gave a really clear, actionable roadmap. The report really boils it down to these 5 critical steps. And if there's one theme that runs through all of them, it's this: be intentional. Make a conscious choice. Don't just fall into the easy path of cost-cutting because it's easier to measure. Decide what kind of company you actually want to be.
I mean, this quote from the end of the report just says it all, doesn't it? At the end of the day, this isn't about choosing people or machines. The organizations that win are the ones that figure out how to combine the best of human expertise with the power of AI to create something new, something better for their customers. And that really leaves all of us with the final big question to think about. Which path is your organization on? And maybe even more important, is it a path you've chosen on purpose? I want to say thank you so much for joining us for this entire deep dive. We really hope this summary has connected all the dots for you and given you a powerful new way to think about AI in your own world.